Goldwell Pure Pigments and Express Toning Shades. You guys, this is like the perfect combination. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the after and then walk you through every single step on how to achieve this beautiful pastel with so much shine. So what I'm doing here is I've got her hair sectioned off. As you can see, she's definitely a level 10. It is platinum. Now this client's actually a natural level 7, so it's actually very easy to lift her. I used the Goldwell Silk Lift with 20 volume on the scalp. I left it on for maybe 20 minutes and she lifted to this like beautiful platinum, as I call it, Barbie blonde. So here we go. We're painting all of the different shades on. As you guys see, I have several different color bowls and I kind of have my cheat sheet at the top of the color bowls. I was doing a live when I was painting this. You can see kind of inception here. We've got picture in picture. But what I did is I created a similar palette by using the Goldwell Colorance Express toners in pastel lavender and pastel rose. And then I actually mix it in with some of the Express toners in the violet and the silver families. And the Pure Pigments, if you guys haven't used them, you can shift tone, add vibrance, add tons of shine. They were developed with Fujifilm technology. So, I mean, if you think about film and you think about the fact that you can really capture color, it's like, if you can imagine like color wrapped in color, that's what these toners do. And that's what the Pure Pigments can kind of add to it. So as you're seeing kind of that shift in tone, even though they're the same base, what I've done is I've differentiated between the amount of Pure Pigments drops that I've added. I have a pearl blue added into some of the lavenders just to give it a little bit of a kick along the cooler side. And then in my rose colors, I actually added the purple because the purple, not the cool violet, but just the violet that comes in the little dropper with Pure Pigments. You can add that in and you can get this really beautiful kind of like lavender effect with your rose. I don't know if you know this, but lavender is actually made of 2 parts pink, 2 parts clear, and just like a drop of violet. So when you're working through lavender, that's kind of what you want to formulate. As you can see, I got a little bit of a spotty spot there. So what I did is I dipped my finger into the color and I actually placed that color directly where I wanted it, where it wasn't really blending well with my brush. That's one of my best tips as far as saturation goes. As you guys see too, I use the entire back section almost as one section because I wanted it to be very consistent throughout. I'm working my way from left to right, side to side in just kind of in order, so that way each piece on both sides has that consistency to it. Especially because I'm working with this light blonde, I want to make sure that her end results like fade very well, they fade very true to tone, and they stay very consistent. The other thing that you guys will see me do quite a bit is really work that brush side to side. The key with any sort of fashion color, any sort of toning, is to make sure that you get everything completely covered. And I'll also go back, you'll see me double dip those roots multiple times. You want to really make sure that you're painting those roots and saturating them well. Sometimes it tends to like dissipate off of the roots, so you want to repaint them after you finish the section just to make sure that those are fully covered. Here is the painted results. Some of these are actually going to be blonde, you guys. It's more of like a toner that gets it to a silver. Then you're going to have little pops of pink, little pops of silver, and even some lavender mixed in there. The great thing about this is the longevity of it is much longer than just a direct dye. So this client was actually able to get about 10 washes out of this color before it was completely faded. Now, one of the other questions I get all the time is how do you make sure these colors don't all run together when you rinse it out? Well, as you can see, I've got the water pretty high, and one of the things I wanted to focus on is the fact that this water is coming out completely clear. And the reason for that is because I'm using high pressure and I'm also using colder water. It doesn't necessarily need to be ice cold with these since these are toners, but it does need to be cold. Here you can see a little bit of the dimension. We've got the lavender, the rose, we've got the icy silver, and the white. This was such a fun look to create. I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to all of the behind the scenes. If you loved this video, please check out my education page. It's at EliteStylist.edu. I have teamed up with another amazing artist, Jessica Scott Hare, to offer full-length videos like this with formulations included and lots of in-depth application. I'm gonna go ahead and curl this hair for you guys so you can see the difference between the straight and curled. If you have any questions, as always, leave them below. I am here to answer any formulation questions, any application questions, or anything just in general that you would love to know.